Today our topic is tense, the most notorious topic. Most of the people spend their time learning, and still they don't know the exact idea of the tense. So in this video, I will tell you how to learn the tense. This way you will get the trick, and it will be easy for you to remember any tense and any problem relating to the tense. Okay. So to start this tense, it's better to know the meaning of the tense. Okay. If you know the true meaning of the tense, it will be quite easy. So mostly people just go in details: present, indefinite, past, indefinite, blah 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 blah. So but the main thing is what the meaning of the tense. If you know the meaning of the tense, so many things will become easy and everything will be pressed up here before you. Let's see what tense is. So start the tense. So mostly what we heard about the tense is time. Okay, but what exactly is time? Tense is the time in relation to action. Action is so important in tense. Okay. If there's no action, then it's not a tense, it's a simple sentence. Okay. Even simple sentence has a time in it, but it has no action. So tense is time in relation to action. So here is the definition: is tense is a time in relation to action. So the relation of time and action. Let's make the relation. So just keep in mind this word tense. It's the relation between time and action. Clear? Everything will keep on getting clear as we study further. Okay, just keep on the meanings of the words. Okay, if you know the meanings of the words, tense are so easy. Okay, we have three types of time, and these are present, past, and the future. So just we should know the meaning of these words. Okay, present, past, and the future. So present means existing or happening now. Okay, the recent time. The past belonging to the earlier time. Okay, as something that happened earlier or just finished or just ended. Okay. And what is the future? Future is the time that will come after the present. Time after the present come a future. Okay. So keep in mind these three words: present, past, and the future. Okay. Now see how many types of action we have. Okay. So we have four types of actions, and these actions are indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect tense. Now you get the point. Okay, whenever there's a tense, a present, indefinite, past indefinite, past perfect, one word belongs to time and the other word belongs to the action. So this is the relation of time and action. So this will make your work easy. Okay, let's see what these words mean. Okay, so first of all we have the indefinite. Indefinite, the meaning of indefinite is that something is not confirmed. Okay, so it's in this sense it's an action that lasts for unknown length of time. Okay, there's no we don't know about the time when the action started or starts or whatsoever, or its continuity, or when it will finish. Okay, indefinite tense has no ending, starting, or continuity time. Okay, for example, he smokes and there's no time when he smokes or when he was smoking or when he will smoke. Okay? There's no time, just it says someone who smokes. Okay, so there is no time in indefinite noun. There's no time noun in indefinite. So next word is continuous. Continuous means something is continued or some action is going on without stopping or being interrupted. Okay, like he is playing. So it means the action is continued. The next word is perfect. Perfect means complete, and here it means action completed. Like he has eaten his meal, he has finished his meal, or he stopped eating, whatever you can say. So next word we have perfect continuous. This is very tricky one. Okay, so here something is completed and something is continued. That's quite weird. So what we hear, the action. Okay, so what's going on here? Action has started. Okay, the starting time has completed. Okay, the action started in the past and still continued. Like he has been playing since morning. The action started in the morning and is still continued. Here two times. Okay, the starting time and action that is still going on. Okay, so we have four words these and three words of time. Just keep in mind the meanings of these words. Here we have discussed we have three kinds of time: the present, past, and the future. Is another kind of the time you have to remember. That's so important in learning the tense. Okay, that's past, present, and future. But here there's another time besides present, past, and future, and that is action starting time, action continuity time, and the action finishing time. Okay, so this is so important. Okay, that's why for this time we use helping verb. Okay, helping verb help us in determining the starting time, continue time, and the finishing time. For example, I have a time in my watch 10 o'clock. Okay. The time was in my watch yesterday, even today, the same 10 o'clock, and it will be 10 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. So past, present, and future time is different, and the action starting time is different. Okay. So today it was future yesterday, and it will be past in the future. So I hope you're getting my point. Okay, this is so important in understanding this concept of tense. Let's see. Okay, now we make the relation of this. Okay, on one side I have action, and on this side I have, you can see the time, present, past, and the future. Okay, so we combine these. Present indefinite, this word give us the time, and this word give us the action. Okay. So the action whose time of execution or continuity is not now. Okay, present indefinite is the tense whose time of execution or continuity is not now. Okay, that's why we don't use helping verb in indefinite tenses. Okay, and next we have the time past, and action is indefinite. So it means some action happened in the past, but time of execution or continuity is not now. Okay. So that's why indefinite tenses are mostly called the habit or routine tenses. Okay, so past indefinite tense is some action happened in the past, but execution or continuity is not now. Then next we have the time is future, and the action is indefinite. Okay, so it's mean action will happen in the future, some prediction about the action, but time of the execution or the continuity is not now. Okay. So keep in mind, when we use indefinite, we never use time, but with the rest of the tenses, we must have to use time. Let's see. We have the next action is continuous, and our time is present. So the time is present and the action is continuous, means some work is going on right now. Okay, when we're talking about this, so action is going on. So the action is continued when we talk about the action. Clear? Next we have the time, the past, and the action is continuous. The action was continued when we talk about time in the past. Next we have action is future, and time is future, and the action is continuous. Okay, the action will continue at some time in the future. Done. Next we have present time, we have present, and action is perfect. So some action completed right now in the present. So action completed recent and has effect on the present as well. Okay, sometimes we mixed up with present perfect and the past indefinite tense. Okay, in another video I will explain where we have to use the past indefinite and the present perfect. Okay. So keep in mind when we're talking about present perfect, so it has effect on the present. Okay, next we have our time is past and our action is perfect. Okay, so this is very important. So the action is completed before another action in the past. Okay. In the past, an action is going to be started before the starting of that action, another action finished. I will let you explain by the diagram that I showed you earlier. In the next table I will explain with the help of this diagram. Don't worry. Okay, next we have the time future, and the action is perfect. So the action will be completed in the future time. Done. Okay, next we have time is present, and our action is perfect continuous. Okay, so the action was started in the past and still continue in the present. Okay, the present continuous means the action started in the past and still continue in the present. Okay, next we have time is past and action is perfect continuous. The action was started in the past and was continued in the past time. Okay, and next we have future perfect continuous. The action may start in the past, present, and the future, and will be continued in the future. Okay, so here you must remember the starting time, the continuity of the action, and the finishing of the action. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we have the example, but before that we just see the full diagram. Okay, here this round circle means the starting of an action. This current means the continuity of the action, and this cross means the finishing. Okay, now you will be able to understand better. Okay, let's go to the diagram. Okay, first we have past indefinite. Okay, here I have changed the order. Past come first, present, and the future. It will be better to understand past, present and the future in the right order. Okay, so first we have the past indefinite tense, and as I told you earlier that there's no starting time or continuity time or finish time in the indefinite tense. We don't know the timing of action. Okay, so there is no diagram here, not even in the present, not in the future. Okay, so we don't need to mention diagram here because we don't know the time of starting, finishing, or continuity of the action. Okay, next we have continuous. So this line tells the action is going on. Okay. So past continuous and action. This column is for past and this is for continuous, and it tells us the action is continue in the past. Okay. Next we have the present. So the action is continue in the present, and this is future. Continuous tense, the action will be continue in the future. Okay. Next we have perfect tense. Okay. So first of all we have past perfect here. So this cross means ending of some action and this is starting. So past perfect means action is completed before another action started. Okay, it's both actions are in past, but we can say it's a double past. Okay, as this action finished here and another action started, so it's this one is the past perfect. It's just completed in the past before another action. Next we have present perfect. Here action started in the past and finish in the present. Okay, present perfect, action started in the past and finish in the present. Okay, next we have future perfect. Okay, this future perfect has two possibilities. The action starts in present and will finish in the future, and other possibilities, the action started in the future and will finish in the future. Okay, look here the diagram. Next we have past perfect continuous. Okay, the action started somewhere in the past and finished at some time in the past. Okay, next we have present perfect continuous. Okay, the action started in the past and still continue in the present. Okay, so it's a present perfect continuous. Next we have future perfect continuous. Action may start in the present, action may have started in the past, and action will start in future, but the action will be continue in the future. You can say here the action is continue. This action started in the present and it will be continue in the future. Action started in the future and will be continue at some time in the future. And the next is action started in the past and it will be continue somewhere in the future. Okay, so this is all about the tenses, the meaning of the tenses. Okay, so by understanding the meanings and this diagram, you will be able to understand this tenses better. Just check out the next video, that will be more helpful as well. Okay, thanks very much.